We got a lot of Wizards of the Coast, Transformers trading card game news, a lot of stuff fresh out of SDCC, and kind of glazed over it, but I figured we attack it all now in one piece. We were shown essentially what is called the Metroplex Deck, which is, so we thought we had just the attack cards that were standard card size. Then we had the character cards that were obviously oversized. And then we have the Metroplex Autobot City card that's absolutely massive compared to both of them. So now we got 3 different card sizes. Man, this is like a gimmick. And I don't even know how you're going to carry this
Different
now.
Price points, like the toys.
No, but it's not only that. Like, imagine, like, usually when you play against people in like Magic or Versus or Pokemon, like you have your little deck, it's in its little deck protector. This, it's like you got to have like a binder now with
it comes in a box usually. Like you usually have your decks in a box, in a card carrying box. If you're more hardcore,
yeah, but now what about
come
your
into a
larger
more harder
cards?
Plastic box.
Now your larger cards need to have like a binder with like those paper sleeves. You know what I mean?
It's gonna come with those new plastics. Well, yeah, this one's gonna have to definitely be double sided, so you can't. I don't know. You can't make it all fancy with one side one color and then the other side visible. Because you have to play on both sides.
But I'm just saying, even for travel and storage purposes, it's like if you're going to like a tournament, you have to put all your big cards in these plastic sleeves that are normally used for like 8x10 paper in a binder.
Yeah, I could see that. You get one of those hard plastic ones. Make sure you cover that up well.
I know they have those for autographs. It's like the top loaders, but they're like huge for like 8x10 autographs. So anyway, so we have that for Metroplex. It shows also that this Metroplex deck comes with Slammer, 6-Gun, and Scamper. So all of Metroplex's little pack-in robots that he came with his original G1 toy. And again, a starter deck, and we see one of the action cards here, Rally the City. Although I believe they're called battle cards. That's the official name for those, not action cards. We also got to see a whole bunch of other stuff, but we'll get into it essentially, which was San Diego Comic-Con had a promotion where they were handing out promotional decks, booster packs to people who came by the Wizard of the Coast booth. It was a booster pack that had Slipstream on the cover, the same Slipstream that we saw from previous news. Every single booster pack had 2 foil character cards and 2 battle cards, but it was all these booster packs had the same cards inside. Essentially, it was Cliffjumper, Slipstream, and 2 battle cards, which was All Out Attack and Tandem Target System, which had what looks like Acid Storm and Thundercracker on the card art of it. So like essentially it's just a promotional booster pack. Everyone gets the same thing just to let people know how the game is. That was being handed out. So that's probably kicking around somewhere on eBay right now if you're looking to get the early promotional cards, I guess.
Yeah, I think the Slipstream is a hologram too from what I'm seeing from this image.
Yeah.
You're seeing it kind of shimmer a little bit.
Like a foil, yeah. Now, what they also put out there the following day on Hasbro.com was we actually have the full 100% card list of everything available. So all 40 character cards and all 81 battle cards. Now, I mean, I'll just go through it really quickly. The super rares is Bumblebee, Nemesis Prime, so we know that we have a Black Optimus Prime. The regular rares are RC, Cosmos, Chromia, Darkmount, which is Straxus. They don't have the rights to Darkmount, I guess. Shockwave, Grimlock, Shrapnel, Megatron, Optimus Prime, and Sunstorm. The uncommons are Jazz, Mirage, Chop Shop, one of the original deluxe Insecticons. Dreadlock, that one I don't know. That might be related to a movie character and might be some kind of repaint. I have to look into it more. It says Dreadlock Bounty Hunter. I don't know. It's probably related to some of the art from the Legends mobile game, and I'm just forgetting something right now. Same thing with Demolisher here. It could be the Armada character using that Legends art. We have Dinobot Sludge, Dinobot Snarl. We have Inferno, the fire truck. We have Kickback. We have Jetfire. We have Prowl. We have Ransack, the other deluxe Insecticon. We have Starscream. We have Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Wheeljack. And for the commons, we have Hound, Barrage, again, one of the deluxe Insecticons, Bombshell, another Bumblebee, but a different one this time. The super rare was called the Legendary Warrior. This one's called the Courageous Scout. We have Slug, a.k.a. Slag, just different rights for the name.
Yep.
We have Swoop. We have Flame War, a.k.a. Firestar, again, just because of the name. We have a different Megatron. We have a different Optimus Prime. We have Ramjet, Cup, and a different Starscream. And then the battle cards, I'm not going to list those. The only ones that really catch my eye is some of them are named after famous, quotes in Transformers. One shall stand, one shall fall. Peace through tyranny. There's an Autobot Matrix of Leadership card.
I still function.
Yeah, I still function. So a lot of them are based on famous quotes or famous,
weapons, Ion
weapons
Blaster of Optimus Prime, Null Ray of Starscream, etc., etc.
Yeah, exactly. Energon Axe, And then the only one that caught my eye, there's one that could be a character card, but I might be wrong. There's one called Brainstorm, but it might be a legitimate Brainstorm, not actually the character. The headmaster. So
yeah, I don't think it's going to be a character. If it's in common and it's them putting out this info, I'm pretty sure it's a battle card that's related to maybe something to that extent.
Yeah, and again, the one thing that's interesting to note is everything that I've listed just now completely leaves out anything that's available in the starter decks. So that's another thing that's kind of fascinating is you have essentially like, oh, hey, here's the booster packs and everything that's available in it, but it looks like the Autobot starter decks, I guess we'll call it, have cards that are exclusive to those starter decks. So like you could only get the Ironhide, the Red Alert, the Metroplex, like we just mentioned before, the Cliff Jumper. You could only get those from specific starter decks. So on top of that, it looks like in order to pretty much get everything, you have to essentially pick up those starter decks too, which in the past, like even in the case of Magic, if you got a Magic starter deck, there wasn't anything really exclusive to those starter decks. And even in the case of, let's say, Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! would have the same cards in the starter deck as they would the booster packs. It's just that the booster pack versions would have a different code on them. So like if you had a Blue Eyes White Dragon, let's say, the booster pack one would just have a different code at the bottom than, let's say, the starter deck one. But they still would do the same thing, have the same art. It wouldn't make a difference. In this case, it's like there's completely unique 100% cards just to these booster packs. So you pretty much have to buy a lot of different things to get everything from a collectability standpoint.
Yeah.
And we don't even know, the Slipstream wasn't on the booster pack list here. So is she going to only be available through this promotional piece? Is she going to be available in a future Autobot, starter deck, which doesn't make any sense because she wouldn't be in that. So that's another thing too to chew on. If you're a collector right now and you're looking to get like some stuff, maybe pick up this Slipstream booster this promotional booster from San Diego Comic-Con right now, because she might be difficult to get later because there's no signs of her being in the booster pack singles currently. It's just me speculating right now. But it's just basing on everything that I've seen here thus far that's presented in front of me and trying to figure out how you're going to collect everything with the foils and the rares and stuff.
I hope that's not actually the case. That seems like, I get it, but also it's kind of like, oh, man. But then again, like we mentioned before, this booster pack might show up at HasCon.
Yeah, this is something that I totally see HasCon next year carrying. Like they'll definitely probably be throwing these out like crazy to people just to get them to get into this. And also, again, we still have New York Comic-Con coming up. So I'm pretty sure, which is also a fairly, just as big, if not bigger, than San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm pretty sure Wizard of the Coast is also going to have a booth there, probably handing these out too. So, I don't want to make promises for people here to go, just wait until New York Comic-Con. But it's something to keep in mind too. If you're having difficulty picking these up and maybe the prices are too much on eBay for your blood, just wait it out, and possibly this will be for free, handed out, same thing at New York Comic-Con. But either way, a lot of stuff here, really cool. I'm gonna link the complete card list, at least the booster pack card list, so people could give it an overlook themselves, because I didn't want to list all the battle cards, because it's a lot. Yeah. But it's just this is some really cool stuff, and I'm very excited about it because I'm really into this kind of stuff. So I'm definitely going to take a huge dive into it.